To build or not to build? That is the question. And if you want to know the answer, stick around because I'm going to show you how to embroider on the bill of your hat. You're probably thinking right now, man, Carl, you're crazy. You're going to embroider on the bill of a hat? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you just how powerful the Ricoma machines are. So embroidering on the bill of a hat is no problem. And remember, I keep telling you guys, if you can hoop it, you can embroider it. It's all about maintaining the stability of your material in order to embroider on it. Now, there are two things you can use. You can either use a robot frame, which is going to clamp onto the hat and allow you to embroider it, or you can use the actual cap hoop that came with the machine, and just by putting this on the bill, you can kind of throw the strap over and it's going to work just the same. So in this example, I did some complex fill, and I'm going to make one while you guys watch using satin. One of the limitations that you have to think about is lines smaller than 1 millimeter are not going to work that well. You want to try to do stuff that's about 3 millimeters or bigger. So if you have a satin stitch or a steel stitch or any type of line that you want to make sure that it's at least 3 millimeters wide for it to work really well on the hat. Most hats have a plastic bill or cardboard. Most of them have plastic, and the needle goes through it no problem. And I'm actually using 7511 needles, not 90s, just regular 7511 needles, and it's gonna work just fine. One thing to keep in mind, because of the curvature of the hat, you can't make the design go curved all the way here, because as the machine is embroidering, all the other needles would kind of get in the way. If it was a single needle, you might be able to get into these little nooks and crannies, or you might have to reposition it in the hoop to get here. So when you're making your digitizing, make sure that you kind of keep it flat across the bill. Now, some people have been known to take the bill and kind of smash it down like this, and then they can embroider it, but you're kind of destroying the hat, and to try to get it back to look good, you might ruin the hat. So if you can, try to keep it nice and straight along this line right here so that you don't get any mistakes, and also it doesn't push up against the bill of the hat. So I've already digitized the images. I'm gonna run another one with the racing logo right here, and just for fun, we're gonna embroider the bill. But this time we're gonna do it in satin. This one happens to be in a complex fill. So whether you're doing complex fill or satin stitches, it's fine. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to minimize the strikes onto the bill by the needle. So a satin stitch will be a lot less stitches, a lot less stitch count than a complex fill will. So, all right, let's go make a hat.
Okay, let's pick a design. There we go, that's the one that I want. And we're going to click OK. There it is. We pick our colors, and we've got red and black. That's it. Now let's put the hat in, we're good to go.
Front of the hat is done, and now it's time to do the bill. And I recently recorded it live. Let me show you the clip. When you are putting your cap to embroider, what you want to do is you might have to take a flathead screwdriver and just pry the bill stop up just a little bit.
Okay.
Just enough to fit the bill just underneath it like this, okay?
Okay.
And then you're going to take the strap and just throw it over it and then clamp it in place. So you might hold on to that for a second. Hold on to the hat. I just have to
hold on to the hat. Okay.
Yeah, let me just give this.
Tighten the.
I just have to tighten it just a little bit. Let's go right about there. Okay.
Okay.
So there's just a couple little modifications because remember you don't have all the hats, so there are going to some changes that you have to make to it. But you just want, and if this was on the hooping station, obviously it'd be a lot easier to do. But we're going to show you right now that we can do it freehand right there.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay.
So it's in the hoop. So you are limited to how big your bill is. So the longer the bill, the bigger the design is. So you are going to have to customize the design for
Based
the
on your
hat that
bill.
you're making. You have about a 2-inch area that, or 1.5-inch area that you can embroider. Now, if you reposition the hat, then you can embroider different places.
Sure, okay.
So that's not a problem. It's all about
If you-
repositioning.
right. If you want to do it in one run, this is probably where you want to stick at.
Correct. Now
Okay.
you could do that one run like that, and then just kind of, just clip that into it the same way I did this. So just turn it around, clip it,
okay.
and then you can do that. So there's many ways to do it.
Okay.
So I happen to have one right now on the machine,
Okay.
and you're gonna see I kind of tucked these things into the little bars so that you could see it. I don't know if the camera can see it right now, but go ahead and hit start just so they
Okay.
can see. And it's running at 450 stitches per second, and per minute, and we're doing a satin stitch here.
So this is kind of like a racing inspired design.
Racing inspired design,
Okay.
right. So I kind of brought in the elements of the racing flag onto the bill. And right now we're doing just satin stitches. And on this one, on my head, it has a lot of complex fill in it as well.
Okay.
So that was complex fill. But the satin stitches give you less perforations. They cover the same. So it's a little bit nicer.
Okay. I was just gonna ask, like, what will be the best stitch type to run on the bill of a hat?
So mostly satin stitches,
Okay.
because you want less penetrations, because the material tends to stretch.
Okay.
So if you have this type of material, it leans better if you're using satin stitches.
Okay.
And if you notice, it's just doing one continuous stitch. I digitized it that way so that it would just go one piece at a time.
Okay.
And there's a surprise,
Oh yeah.
Henry,
Okay.
after.
Okay.
I'm
What?
not gonna tell you what it is.
I don't
just
even know
yet.
what the surprise is. All right. Okay.
There's a surprise. It's almost done.
So yeah,
But look at
comment
this.
comment down below.
I wanted you guys to see live action right here that we are embroidering a hat. And look, that's it, right? Check
That's
it out.
Okay.
It's all done.
All
now
right.
here's the
Now-
surprise.
ding ding. All right.
You ready?
Yeah. What's the surprise?
Unhoop that.
Okay.
Unclick it.
Okay.
Boom. Okay. Now
Okay.
check this out.
All right.
I used black bobbin on the bottom, so it's gonna
Oh.
match the top. So
Nice.
now all we need to do is
Trim it
take
up a little
some
bit.
heat to
Okay.
it, and then just
Oh,
shrink
just
all
shrink
that
the
out.
shreds.
And then
the
now-
threads. Okay.
It's gonna look almost like it does the front. We can clean it up a little bit more, but
Okay.
otherwise, if you match the bobbin to the top, then it's almost like an extension of the
okay.
design underneath.
Got it. Okay.
And there you have it. We did embroidery right on the hat itself. Little fire don't hurt nobody.
Okay.
That's
Nice.
it. Man, that was really exciting. If you want to see the entire clip, I'm going to leave it in the link above and in the description below. So these are some things to consider. When you're doing the bill of a hat, you want to slow down your speed because you are going through something that is very thick. The machine can handle it, no problem. You want to try to keep your satin stitches to a maximum no less than 3 millimeters. Anything less than that, you might just be perforating the same hole in the lid, and it's going to cause a crack. When you're doing complex fill, you want to try to keep it at about 5 millimeters above when it comes to the stitch length, because you want to decrease the amount of perforations that you have on the hat. It'll also cause it to give you a smooth finish, and it won't pucker or distort. So even at 5 millimeters, there's still a slight distortion of the cap material. So if you're doing line designs, that's great. If you're gonna do designs like this, try to keep your complex fills nice and light. Don't make them too dense. Dense enough on the top where they cover, but also if you reduce the stitch count, it'll also make it a lot better. You will have to change your needles a little bit more often because you are perforating something that is a little bit thicker. So when those perforations are going through, your needle is getting dull every time. So a needle is supposed to last you about eight hours of use consistently. And for this, I'm thinking maybe 2 hours at most, and then you gotta toss that needle, okay? But you can do it. Using the robot frame is another way to do this, where you would flatten the bill out like this and clamp the machine down, and that'll keep it really flat and very close to the needle plate, which will reduce any type of trouble that you may have. And depending on where you want, you can always reposition the hat to get it out there. And also keep in mind that you have about a 2-inch width because of all the needles as they're coming through. You can't sew on this side and deep in here, because as the needles come through, they would kind of collide against the hat. So you want to try to keep your design to a 2-inch thickness and also a little bit away from the lip. The longer the bill, the more stuff you can embroider on it. So everything depends on what bill you have, what hat you're doing, and the design is critical. So digitizing is super important. You want to make sure that you get it dialed in so you get great results like this. Now it's just a matter of cleaning this up in the back. All right, we got some work to do, but I think this design came nice. And if you like what we're doing here at Ricoma, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when we're coming out with the next great content. And as always, leave a comment below so we know what you're thinking. And if you want to see something else in a future episode, let us know. Go try it. Anyway, see you guys on the next video.